Good morning. Cheers. How's everyone typing upside down? I've always wanted to know how to do that. Having the text come 180 degrees. Someone tell me how. Tell me how. I need to know. Wow. Yum. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all, yeah. If you got COVID, I hope you're getting over it. If you haven't got it yet, go get it. Get it done with. Some forbidden Unicode characters. Clearly not forbidden because they're being used. Aussie text upside down. Yes. That's what it is. Especially when it goes down the toilet. So how did you do it? Neff, how did you do it? Okay, doesn't matter. Whatever. So. Yes, Johnny's got it. But he's getting better, which is good. Lots of people getting it. Lots of, it's good. Like, of the people I know that have got it, it's, it's just like having a severe cold, which is great. I mean, they're all vaccinated and most are boosted. So, yeah. Need sleep, but have been productive. Well, I'm the same. So I am brain fried. I've just had such a full-on last 6 or 7 days that I have nothing planned for the stream today. Nothing at all, as you can see from my thumbnail. But I've also decided, I think, that I'm going to stop pre-announcing what I'm doing on my streams like I do every week. And that's super stressful. I find that really super stressful, trying to work out in advance what I'm going to do on my stream and then committing to it and then making a thumbnail about it. I'm going to start just doing a generic thumbnail every week, and you won't know what I'm going to do until I do my stream. It's kind of the way other people do it. John Oxer does his streams that way, and sometimes Scott talks about what he's going to do on his stream, like he puts it in the title. But well, it's not so much a lucky dip. It's just that quite often I'll decide a couple of days ahead what I'm going to do on my stream, and I'll put a thumbnail together and I'll put it on, and then in the morning of the stream I really don't feel like doing that, but then I have to because that's what I advertised. So I'm just going to do, I think, generic. No squirrels. John is the master of squirrels. But yeah, so I've had a really full-on week building panels of PCBs to get into JLC PCB so I can get them back before they close for Chinese New Year. It's a mad rush at the moment, even though it's only the 12th and they're closing on the 25th, which is only 13 days away. They're backlogged already, so I'm really hoping I'm going to get my boards back in time, but it's been a real struggle getting everything ready and in. Considering I'm using KiCad now, and KiKit has been a journey. KiKit is amazing. I've been using KiKit. I've been working with Jan, who makes KiKit, to expose features that I needed for my boards, and he's been helping me work out how to use the API rather than using the CLI, the CLI, command line interface. Unfortunately, KiKit is busted on the Mac at the moment. It's not KiKit's fault. So there is a GUI coming for KiKit inside KiCad, but I can't use that, and I can't even. So I'm having to use like a Docker container. I finally had to install Docker and kind of work out how to use that. I'm using a Docker container, which makes it kind of hard. So because I've got 2 different environments that I'm working in, but yeah, KiCad version 6. Yeah. So, but anyway, I got all my panels done. Working with Jan's been great. He's been really helpful. Does everyone know what KiKit is, what I'm talking about? Your isolation ends today, Johnny, but does your COVID end today? I popped my Docker cherry, yeah. I got to say, it's a lot better now with the what's the app called? The Docker desktop and whatever else. But anyway, not that Docker's necessarily hard, but anyway. What is KiKit? Are you picking on my pronunciation? Are you picking on my Aussie? Okay, before we do that, let's say hi to everyone in the chat. So, Ret Madness, disco. Oh, I should do disco. What would disco be on the logo? I've already got kind of flashing lights things. We need disco would be good. And coffee. Well, coffee worked. So, anyway, Ret Madness, good morning. Mike, Christopher White, hello. M. Senna, Joe, Yumba Prime, Crazy Roops, Dishipu, Oink, Neff, hello, Embedded Hobbyist, Dutch Taurus, Cable Tie, it's undefined. Bruce, hello. Aaron, good morning. Mike Swan, hello. Jerker, Beata, hello. Henrik, Shaq is in the house. Graham, Rota, hi. Dave Hines, hello. Michael, can you just turn your keyboard the other way around? Yes, or turn my window the other way around. But then everyone else's text would be the other way around. UpsideDownText.com. Okay, cool. That's really cool. I'll have a look at that. Johnny, hello. Clem, hello. It's Maya Makes. Scrolling. Also trying to read the chat at the same time. Yeah, I don't want to do squirrels. I mean, John's great doing squirrels, but yeah, no. Oh, it jumped. Okay, going backwards now. Paul, hello, Paul. Hi, Sylvia. Hope you're well, Paul. Any Mouse. Lucian, hello. NDX Brands, good morning. Marcin, is that correct? Marcin, Marcin, I hope so. Hope I got it right. MM38, hello from Grenoble. Yasir, hello. Technology, good morning. Sorry, I'm scrolling backwards. Rob, hello. I think I've got everyone. No, Braden, hello. X Micron, good morning. Okay, now I've got everyone. Okay, good. So, like I wasn't kidding. Like, do you all know what KiKit is? Is there a new KiKit out? So, KiKit's being, or is a new KiCad out? I thought it's is there a new, I don't know, is there a new KiCad out? So, KiKit is a, it's a panelization tool for, this is not what I was planning on doing today, by the way, but, well, I'm not planning on doing anything today. No, that doesn't come out right. I haven't planned what I'm doing today, is what I meant. That sounded bad. Oh, I'm not planning on doing anything today. So KiKit is a panelization tool for KiCad, which is really amazing. So what it lets you do is, it was originally via the command line, via like a terminal session, whatever, just using like parsing like this, right? Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Is you can panelize boards and add in like V scores, or you can add tabs, and you can do mouse bites and all sorts of stuff. It's really, really powerful. Been right for a week or so. No depth destruction blindness from the Shark headset. From the Shark headset? From my lasers? What? The Shark headset? What? Hey, Christian. Right, no depth destruction or blindness from me from the lasers. No, I haven't been doing a lot with the lasers. I did get my turtle working. I'm happy to work on the turtle stuff today if you all want to see. And I've got some other things I want to add. But anyway, KiKit is really powerful and really good. But as Jan admits, the CLI version, this version, the command line interface, right, is great for doing like 80 or 85% of most tasks. Unfortunately, all of my boards were in the last 10 or 15% in terms of functionality. So this is all running Python anyway. So the Python API is fully exposed, but it's not documented really much. Or there's some documentation on some different functionality, but there's no examples of how it all works. Hey, Mark. So I've been working with Jan on that, and I've panelized all my boards, and he added some features in there for me, some functionality, which explained to me how to use, and I've been slowly adapting all my stuff. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a game changer. So I can take now any board in KiCad, and in this case, I go to Docker, I run a script, and it's fully panelized, fully automated, exactly the same every single time. Pushing the boundaries. Well, it's not so much pushing the boundaries, I've just got some complex shapes, you know, like my Pro S3, which is got castellated edges. I want to minimize the number of edges that's being touched, and I need a combination of V-cut, and well, I was going to be mouse bites, but it actually turns out I don't need mouse bites, which is pretty exciting. I'll actually show you what my panel looks like. Looking. So this is my Pro S3 panel, which is a new revision of my Pro S3, by the way. Anyone can use KiKit, yeah. Hey, Francesco, you just pip install it. Yep. And there is an interface coming. So if I go to just quickly I don't know if didn't open the project view. There's a plug-in interface for it. So there's like a GUI in KiCad that will also, it'll basically allow you to do this CLI stuff from the GUI, which is nice. So this panelizing is quite interesting because I've got my mouse bites on the side here for my USB tab, right? Which is a breakaway, and then I've got V-scores down the end of each board, and then I've got no separation. I've got nothing here. And originally I thought I needed mouse bites here, but I don't. So the other thing, like when you're doing a panelizing, you got to be really careful that you're not weakening the board. And so in this case, mouse bites is much better than V-score here, horizontal, because V-score would weaken the board, right, when I'm pick and placing. But in this case, I don't even need mouse bites because these will just break away. Right? If I can break this whole section off here because of that V-score, that vertical score, and then I just pull each board off. And so this has actually got a lot of stability. But it's like, so that type of functionality was needed. The ability to be able to eat in and build these extra panels. See this cut in here, right? This cut in here wasn't possible to do. Which means if that's a straight line, if I turn off here, if this was a straight line, edge cut, like through there, what would happen is when JLC go to route it, they'll actually make a curve here because they can't do a hard edge, right? So this would end up being, when they route it, it would end up being a curve. I went the wrong way. Oh, come on. I never remember which way to go. Doesn't matter. With the arc tool. It would end up being a curve here, and that curve would be stuck on my board. And I'd have a hard time cleaning it off again. Hey, Jessica. So, I want a V-score here, but I didn't want a straight line, just in case they miss. So this eat in here, right? So, like another example is my tiny S3 boards. This is even more difficult. So much for ease of use. What do you mean? Oh, discard. Sorry, I didn't close it properly. You mean KiCad? Yeah, I don't use the arc tool in it, sorry. KiCad is really easy to use, right? The same thing with my, no, let me rephrase that. They've all got a learning curve. Like try using the arc tool in Eagle. Like it's also got a massive learning curve. Yes, cable tie, pinging me. So here's another example, right? this straight edge here would have been a problem. I needed to be able to eat in for these routes. So when they route it, otherwise, again, I'd have bits, like, I'd end up with, there you go, this will be an easier way to show it. Maybe. Oh, they made a small little arcs. Anyway, doesn't matter. All these things you can't do with the CLI. What's the option in KiKit to make it extend the route outs beyond that end? Well, there isn't. You got to do it through scripting. And the scripting wasn't... So the problem with his scripting, doing it all through that, is there's no documentation. How do you mark V-score lines? Just draw them on the silk screen. Well, it depends. So these get put into a user comments, and so when they get exported as their own Gerber. JLC don't like that. JLC want them inside the edge cuts, like what they call the KO, the cutout layer. So you've got to be very careful when you submit to JLC PCB to let them know. They'll ignore it otherwise. So like of the 4 boards that I sent through that had V-cuts on them, they did one correctly, and then one of them they didn't put V-cuts at all, and 2 of them they said to me, hey, do you want V-cuts on this? Because you've got V-cuts there, but you didn't put them in the cutout. Like, that's the inconsistency with JLC PCB. Anyway, yeah, you got to be careful, but yeah, they just go on a different layer. The program you're using, PCB editor, is it free? Just wondering. Yeah, this is KiCad. KiCad is open source and free, and it's taken me a while to fully transition to it, but yeah, it's fantastic. LT rules the market, in the words of Dave Jones. None of that KiCad rubbish. It rules the market, but it's still full of bugs, and you pay a premium for it. So yeah, just be mindful of that. No pun intended. The ARC tool has a learning curve to it. It does have a learning curve to it. Because I don't use it. I don't know whether the starting... I don't know if it starts at the pivot or not. Anyway, my boards are all panelized and they're all in. But then I had some really tricky boards to panelize for some client work I'm doing. And like these are really simple by comparison. But it was these cutouts here that were extending beyond what KiCad was capable of. But now that that's been implemented, Yarn's going to expose that as well, like add those features as well somehow, and make them accessible to everyone. So I've actually been paying Yarn for his time working on this. So even though it's a free tool that he makes for a open source tool for KiCad, I'm backing him on GitHub as a sponsor, and I've also paid him directly for his time working on this stuff. And all the stuff that he's been adding and doing will go back into KiKit for everyone, which is great. So I feel pretty good about that. But yeah, I just basically I run a command and my board is panelized. I go and change my master, run a command, it's repanelized, and it's exactly the same every single time. It's really, really good. So I'm now panelizing all my boards for the moment. From now on. Yeah. Okay, so that's KiKit. This is the URL. If you haven't already seen it, go back to this one. I'll stick it in here. Yes, everyone has to eat. Everyone deserves to eat. The checkbox in the settings that let you enable normal drag and drop moving of parts. Yeah, I mean the default interface for KiKit for KiCad takes some getting used to, but they're pretty flexible with their options for handling how the mouse works and what left click does and how clicking and moving works and stuff. So you can definitely customize things. But yeah, I'm loving it. So all of my, I don't do any new work in Eagle now, and pretty much everything that I've done in Eagle I'm transferring over. Like, as in, stuff that I don't need to transfer over, I'm not, but like, you know, all the client work I do that was started in Eagle is now in KiCad, and anything else I do is in KiCad, and it's really, really good. It's got issues. It crashes on me occasionally, but so does Eagle. It still does some. There's still stacks of features I don't know how to use. I don't even know exist. So it's all a long learning curve, but it's great. Hey Fred. K6 now have plugin manager. Right, you can install it directly through the plugin manager, but again, on the Mac, it doesn't work. So just be mindful of that. Linux and Windows is fine. Hey Troy, Altium is not aimed at a different segment of the market. It was originally, but now they are trying to get into everywhere. I get bombarded with emails twice a week. They're going after makers, they're going after everyone. So yeah, I think originally it was intended for a higher end marketplace, but I think they're really feeling the pain of other tools out there. I mean, Easy EDA would have been a big cut in a lot of people's pie. KiCad is really, really picking up. What's 30% discount this week? Altium, even if it was 80% discounted, is still too expensive. Hey Hojed, how you doing? Makers are $365 per month. Yeah, and they're doing deals for makers. The problem is they tie you in on the maintenance. It's the maintenance that's the killer. But yes, they are like they're going after makers. They're going after all sorts of people. They're going after everyone. So whether makers can afford it or not, and I guess what does the term maker mean really? I mean, am I their target market? Anyone that professionally makes PCBs, when I say professionally, whether you get paid to make PCBs or whether you make PCBs for your products, whatever, like it's all fair game, I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's the right tool for those people, but they're definitely going after them, for sure. Definitely going after them. So, yeah. It just makes more sense to use open source tool if you're making an open source project. Sure. So, you know what? It makes sense to use the right tool for the job. That's the thing, right? Like, once again, I've been looking at alternate CAD tools. Some of you might have seen my tweets about free CAD. haven't been holding back at all about that. It's about the right tool for the job. And if Eagle was still being supported by Autodesk, I would have stayed in Eagle because of my speed and efficiency in Eagle, right? It was had I been deciding from scratch again today, I probably wouldn't have chosen Eagle, but I chose Eagle because KiCad back then was like pre-version 4 and it just wasn't up to snuff. And that was that, and Easy EDA was kind of at its infancy, or might not even have been there at the time. So I got really proficient in Eagle, but it's about the right tool for the job. All these people want to jump ship away from Fusion 360 because of Autodesk. But the fact is, it's right now it's the best tool out there for CAD. Unless you're going to go to SolidWorks, and SolidWorks is the Altium of the CAD tools, and you're stuck paying lots of money forever. Adafruit was getting pushback for using Eagle for their open source designs. Eagle is not open. No, it's not. But Eagle, again, there's still a free tier of Eagle, and there's a free tier of Fusion 360, right? Autodesk are doing their best job to hide that fact. Like you gotta dig for it. Like you go to their main website, their product website page, it's not seen there anywhere. You need to go and find it. Like you gotta click on a link and then click on another link, and then you can see that there's the free version of it with all of the rules around what their free version means. But big deal. I mean, you got to remember, Adafruit have got a decade or more invested with like lots of people in Eagle. It's the right tool for them because it's where they are. And the format's open now. It wasn't pre-Autodesk. So Autodesk opened up the file format and made it usable. Hey Ian. Look, Autodesk did a lot of good things for Eagle. You know, and kept it pretty compatible all the way backwards, which was pretty good. I have LTM Summer 10. They want 3K to upgrade, but yearly service fee kills the deal. Exactly, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. That's the problem with Altium. I would have jumped on Altium ages ago if it wasn't for their ridiculous yearly maintenance. The yearly maintenance, it's so 1990s, right? Like it's they're gonna stop doing that, especially when they keep adding new features, but they don't fix old bugs, and they're notorious for that. Shrikant, is that how you pronounce that? I hope I got that right. Which cutting mat looks good? Green with white lines or green with yellow lines? Green with white lines. Green with yellow lines looks a bit sickly, I think. I've also got blue with white lines. I got light blue, dark blue, purple. I got all different colors, mats. Well, lots of chat going past. I like Autodesk Fusion. I'm pissed what they did with Eagle. Troy said, yeah, we always knew they were going to do that with Eagle, but I don't know. Hey Chris, OrCAD Cadence, again, really expensive. Did you call things? Hello. I'm glad I finally made the jump to KiCad. All tools have their own learning curve. Yeah. I'm really enjoying KiCad now as well, once I got over the original hurdles. And the clincher for me was when they got all the Eagle stuff working, the import, right? Like I can now take an Eagle file, import into KiCad, and not have to change anything, and it's perfect. So, well, kind of. I mentioned on my Patron video yesterday that I suffered from a rounding error of 0.004 in the transfer from Eagle to KiCad, which caused me grief at JLC PCB. But anyway, like, you know, to do with the trace width, trace spacing on one of my boards. I have a board view of a laptop motherboard. The place I got it from, I've locked it to one program to open it. Is there a way for make the file to open another board view? You mean an actual PCB file? If well, so like KiCad can open, can import an Eagle file, and it can import Altium, and they've been doing a fair bit of work on the Altium importer as well, which is apparently fairly good. A bit behind the Eagle one, but still fairly good. So, do you know what program is it that they gave it to you? Ooh, Ian just dumped Altium and is using KiCad as well. So, like Keen, for instance, some of you might know Keen from the community. He's in New South Wales, an Aussie maker, developer, whatever, everything, electronics guy. He pays for Altium licenses and he's got Eagle licenses, and he's got, like, again, a decade worth of files and products in those apps, and he can't, even if he moves to KiCad, he can't stop being supported on those other apps because he still needs to access them. And that's the thing, right? I'm lucky that I've only got Eagle and I can now move all my stuff into KiCad easily. But it's a lot of work, you know. I had questions about penalizing. Is it possible to V-cut curved connections on a PCB, for example, like one under USBs? Actually do a curved V-cut? You can do curved and jump cuts. JLC don't support it. Most PCB manufacturers don't support it. You need to go to a high-end PCB company to be able to do that. And that is so expensive. Like, it'll be like 20 times the cost of your PCB to do that. So none of the penalizing tools, or none in KiKit anyway, will allow you to do that. But it is possible to do. Didn't mix up a bad burn. He did. Yeah, I occasionally speak to Mick. I'm not sure what he's doing. Like, occasionally he goes, yep, I'm about to release a video, and then nothing happens. I don't know. Can we not do bashing of people? Yeah, Mick's taking a long break. He's had some family stuff, and he says some sickness in his family and some other things. So, yeah. And once you get off the bandwagon, it's hard to get back on again. Look at me. How many videos am I making at the moment? Not a lot. So, I'm just looking back in the stream. Did I miss anything? I hope I didn't miss anything. Not curved V-cut. I want to do PCB with curved edges. Oh, yeah, you can do that. So the thing you need to consider is the accuracy of the PCB house. So JLC PCB are not accurate with their V-cuts, right? They're just not. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Hey, I'm not Chuck. Chocolate milk latte or what? Latte. Oh, excuse me. Strong latte, but it's just in a big cup. Allegro. Okay. I don't, like, I've heard of it. I don't know it. I would think that there's not much that's going to open it other than Allegro, Jessica. Sorry. Yeah. Well, that's the problem. Like when you got tools that it's not that they locked it. It's just a proprietary format, right? Which means you can't open it somewhere else. There's more unexpected makers use KiCad and report tweaks. Absolutely. The more people using it, the more people reporting bugs or putting feature requests in, the better it's going to get. I've had all of my bugs that I've put in, they've all been fixed. The last one that I'd put in, the fix is coming in 6.01. It's pretty minor anyway. It's just a UI thing when you're moving the mouse around the edges of the board. That's what originally got me over the line. The development team, the KiCad development team, are amazing. They're approachable. They're really responsive. They discuss stuff with you. They'll ask you questions. Like if you say, hey, how do you do blah blah blah, or why can't you do blah 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 in KiCad, or this doesn't make sense, they'll explain it to you and they'll ask you, well, what do you need this for? And when you tell them what you need it for, they'll say, well, actually you can do this instead, which sometimes will be a better way of doing it, sometimes will be just a different way of doing it. There's lots of things in KiCad that new things I find all the time that make life really easy to use and that make things so much more intuitive than it ever was in Eagle. Even though I was fast in Eagle, I'm realizing now that I was really fast at dealing with the clunkiness of Eagle, where how does a KiCad dev team make money for free? Well, they don't. Most of them, there are a couple of paid people, and they get supported by donations. And there's two KiCads companies, or the two organizations. There's KiCad.org and KiCad. I don't know what the other one is. One of them is a company or an organization that makes KiCad, and which is open source, and the other one is a company that does paid support for companies that use KiCad in a commercial environment that need paid support, right? And so they generate income from doing that, plus lots of donations and and support from people, and then lots of community people who contribute as well. It's like anything open source. CERN used to do a lot to fund it. I don't think CERN are doing much this year or over the last year, other than obviously hosting and whatever. CERN, I think in the past have spent money, have paid money, and they've also done developer time towards it. Thank you, Bruce. There's a whole list of sponsors, and there's a. One second. I'm just going to mute for a sec. Okay, it's not COVID. I've just got hay fever. KiCad definitely does BGA stuff easily. Go speak to Greg Devil. Look at all the BGA, FPGA stuff he does. It's all in KiCad. Like it really is a very capable tool. It really is. And it's just getting better and better. Better and better. Do they still have their matching? They're doing a matching donation thing at the moment. They were matching. Where are they up to? Oh, I just realized I wasn't sharing the page. Donate before January 15th. Oh, it's the 13th. Right, so they got so KiCad Services Corporation is the company that does the paid support for companies that need it. Right, there are companies that won't take on a software package for their company unless they've got support for it. Shake, I just love LTM and I really cannot migrate a decade worth of data. That's the thing. Oh, is a great way to support open source software as well as reporting bugs. Thank you, Mark. Mark, that's very generous of you. It is a great way. I want to see where they're up to. They had a page that showed. Does it know where the page is? That showed. They had a banner that showed. Try compiling KiKit once, but it needs so many prerequisites that I know. Yeah, I'm not going to compile it. I'm using. I want to donate again. How much is 200 SEK, Mark, in US dollars? I need to find out how much Mark's 200 SEK is. Mr. Tech Inventor, I'm making DIY videos, but subscribers not increasing. Can you give a shout out, please? One second, folks. Hey, crazy boy. One sec is 11:22. Okay, I'm gonna Okay, two things. Hey, David, I'm gonna take Mark's $22. How much did I donate last time? Was $100? Okay, Mark, you're contributing. You spotlight quick answers. You're contributing to my KiCad donation. There's only 3 days to go. I'm doing one more donate. There you go. I'm taking this to, oh, yeah, because I need to log in. Log in. Please wait. Yes, I'm waiting. Next, I'll show you this to, there you go, to show I'm doing it. Oh, and Johnny as well. Okay, this is all coming from you guys as well. $250 US. Donate now. No, everyone stop doing that. Oh, that wasn't my intent. Wasn't my intent for you all to pay for it. It was, anyway. Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Aaron. There you go. I just did another $250 for KiCad because only a few days left. But you know what? Here's the thing for me. I pay a yearly subscription for Eagle, well, I'm now paying it for Fusion. So this is no different for me. Like, I'm happy to pay a yearly subscription for KiCad if they had that. I get that it's free and open source, but it's a tool that allows me to do what I'm doing, so I'm happy to contribute. I think so, but don't quote me on that. Was it? This is your thing in Eagle to have that. To have what? What are we discussing about? KiCad doesn't merge footprints, etc. into the design files. So do you actually need all footprint files when you open a design file from someone else? No, you don't. No, it doesn't. You can take a design from someone else and just open it. It doesn't. The footprints are in the file, but they have a reference to where they came from. But if you don't have where they came from, it doesn't matter. They're still in there. You can take a footprint and you can take someone else's file and you can take that footprint and edit that footprint because it edits the inboard version, and you can actually then save that into your own library if you want to. What do I think of Easy EDA? I don't use it. I had a look at it very early on when it first came out. Apparently it's got quite good now, but it's not the tool for me. So it includes the footprint, yes. Well, yes and no, it's not like Eagle. So in Eagle, if you want to, it includes the footprint, but if you want to edit it, you have to export it into a library first and then edit it. You can't just go and edit the footprint or the device on a board if you don't have the library version of it, unless you make a library and put it in there and edit that. So you always edit the footprint in the library and then you update the board to get it back in again. That's not how KiCad works. It's always editing the footprint in the board, and if you want it in your library, you put it back into your library. In Eagle, you can export with the P, edit that, then re-include it. Sure. In KiCad sometimes there were footprint issues when importing from others. Yeah, 6 is much better. Piece of design, question I made, how essentially in your eyes is the requirement to show a blue net for buses on your schematics? I don't, but I don't really generally have many buses on my schematics. Like, no, so I don't. Lol, best DIY maybe the upcoming roof of the month. What? Yeah, the blue net is the bus thing, but you don't have to use. That's only if you want to keep them as buses, right? And route them as buses and indicate them as buses. I don't think that's actually necessary. Okay, I'm just going to move that off. That's done. Okay, so Mr. Tech Inventor, this is Mr. Tech Inventor's channel. He just asked for a shout out. Sure, why not? He's doing DIY videos. So he's only 10 months old though. So not very old. That's interesting. Why is it not showing the subscriber count for you, Mr. Tech Inventor? Interesting. Well, that is a... Yeah, Easy EDA's come a long way. Like, it's a very good tool now. It's got a lot of features. It's on par with pretty much all other packages, except, you know, have they still got their offline app as well? Hey, Photochromax. It's just not for me. It wasn't back then, and then I wouldn't use it now. Can you turn off? I didn't know you could turn off subscriber count. Okay. Anyway, seems to be some interesting projects here. Check out the channel if you all want, if you find it useful. Give them a sub. Proteus War. So shall we have a play with Mr. Tech Inventor Just Music? What? Okay. Didn't know you could turn it off. There you go. Shall we have a play with a turtle? Shall we do some turtle? You could have one feature added that you have never seen anywhere before to any PCB software. What would you add? I don't know. If I've never seen it before, how would I know what the feature is? I don't know. There's definitely a few things that I'd like added to KiCad, and I've already feature requested them. No auto router. No, I don't. You don't need an auto router. The routing tool inside KiCad is spectacular, and the push and shove router is really fantastic, and it's so fast. It is so good. Oh, Mark's got a donut. Whoa. Yum. Hang on, I was going to close that. Just going to show. This is Mark's screen watching my stream with a yum donut. Look at that. What flavor donut is that? Is that strawberry? And there's me on the stream. And Mark's chatting on Facebook. I should probably not even shown that, should I? Whoops. Sorry, Mark. It's a pink donut. Too scared to do a live stream. What? Are you really too scared to do a live stream, Steve? No, come on, you'd be good at it. You've got a very calm delivery. So I think that, hi by the way, I think that would be, yeah, I think you'd be good with a live stream. Seriously. So what PCB tool are you using for your stuff? I can't remember if you've ever mentioned, you probably have mentioned. I know that you jump around between like JLC and PCB Way, I think, or at least for sponsorship. I don't know about where you're getting your boards made. We should do some turtle. I might do some turtle. No, I sent it to you so you can share it. Pink donuts are amazing. Raspberry flavor. Oh, yum. You've had two. See, that would be the problem with me. I get a box. The box would be gone in 30 seconds. So, I used to use Proteus, but Altium gave me a license. Right, yeah. So, interesting. They offered me a license, a free license. But I got to keep doing sponsored videos. And the second I stop making sponsored videos, I lose my license. So what happens to all the work and the time and investment I put into learning Altium? Like, they thought it was a really good deal, right? Hey, it's a free license. Just keep making sponsored videos. But it locks me in. Like, I think they don't look at the whole, takes me 6 months to get fully up to speed. Like, I'd have to make a commitment to learn Altium to really get up to speed and then do all my projects in it, and then I'm stuck in it, right? And then if I don't keep making sponsored videos, I then lose it or start paying, $3,000 to $5,000 a year to keep it, which was a terrible deal. So, hey, Wooden, please put the link in the chat for Mr. Tech Inventor. I did. I put it further back. I'm just scrolling. It's further up. The link went in. Do some solder station videos. That was my consumer license. I asked them to extend the license for 5 years. Fortunately, I have Altium at work though. Right. Okay. And it makes sense if you're using Altium at work as well. Look, Altium's great. And if I wanted to really do any serious contract work in Australia, I need to learn Altium, right? Everyone's using Altium. Hey, Peter. Designer is not hard. I bought 2 full licenses. Sure, it keeps running, but without the updates, which means you get no bug fixes. Altium is like $10,000 plus yearly maintenance. Okay, I'm going to turn my laser on. I'm going to turn the laser on and we'll do some turtle, I think. Does KiCad allow a different grid below BGA versus the default grid? I don't know. I've not seen any features like that, but you can change the grid pretty quickly. There's a drop down. You can be moving between different grids all the time. All good, Jessica. All good. It was right after I made the SV import and label make extension. I know it's always discounted, but it's the maintenance that's the killer. No, not as a hobbyist. I mean, they're doing deals. We spoke about that before you came on, Steve. Like they're doing that. They're definitely going after the maker market. Like they're offering really heavily discounted stuff. But it's the tie-in. It's the long-term tie-in. And they're notorious at just not fixing long-standing bugs. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn on the laser. And look at that. Can everyone see that? That camera is such a terrible angle. 1 second. Oh, shot in the stomach. See if I can fix this. Get it better, maybe. Try not to get the couch. Try to at least get it in the center. Oh, look at that. Oh, how cool does that look? It looks like it's floating. Nice. No sharks. Corona Galvo. So I solved the turtle orientation from the other day. Actually, if I bet you the camera's... Oh no, it's still in a good spot. I wonder if I can get this bigger. 1 second. No. I can never remember the right key to do this. Doing this live, but it always seems a bit weird. There we go. You can see it a little bit bigger now. Goggles. Have to say it. My goggles are here, but I'm not looking at the laser. I'm looking at the screen instead. That awful movie with Dan Carvey, Master of Disguises, and the Turtles. I don't know what that movie is. Best T-shirt ever. I've got safety glasses. I'm not looking at the laser. The laser's all the way over there and it's facing that way. And I'm looking at the screen, seeing what the laser is doing. Now, interesting, oh, right, I did leave that turned on. So I've been playing with some basic shapes, just some different. Hang on, you can't see that. Just for testing, right? And Chris, are you here? Yes, Chris is still there. So yeah, Chris, you'll be happy to know that you're right. The sine and cosine stuff is slow. You can see on the turns of the star that it's oh, I just recompiled. So start selling t-shirts. Every t-shirt comes pre-laser cut. Oh, what did I do there? 90 move, 90 move. Well, I broke something on that code. I don't know. Anyway, So yeah, I've been playing with it. I fixed the orientation of the turtle and all that stuff. So what I want to do is I've started working on changing color. I did have changing color in there, but I was brute forcing it. But I want to do... No, it's not going nuts. It's just got a lot to draw, right? Yakking Kim else what? What's the laser you posted on? What is that laser? Are you posted on channel? What? Sorry. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I've done with the code. It's okay. It's not the point. The point is, I have started working on changing color and an option to clear the stack. I should also get up some. Just make sure that's working. And I've turned a bunch of other stuff off right now, like like the chat stuff. Like a nice castle. What? Anyway, okay. I want to get the color changing in and the so I've added a set color and a clear. Can everyone see that? I'll make it a bit bigger. And a clear. I haven't added those to the actual commands yet. So, and I need to turn the chat stuff back on. It's off right now. Now, they've actually got pre-calculated sine and cosine, but I couldn't get it working. We still need to discuss the MQTT stuff. We do still need to discuss it. I know, I've just been slammed all week. Honestly slammed. Circle Sion. Well, there was a circle and then there was a Sion version of the circle. Anyway, this is still all hack code. It's all hacked code. So don't really care about how efficient it is. Sorry. And there's a lot of shit in here. But right, so draw turtle. I'm still okay. I'm not using turtle lines anymore. I've gone back to doing the turtle object. I did try to use their sine and cosine stuff, and it just wasn't working. I'm gonna. I need to clean up a whole bunch of this stuff. But I did get their draw object stuff working, and the issue was the rotation I was using went positive to negative, and that was a no-no for the drawing object. That's why it distorted the turtle, and it put it in all sorts of crazy places. Let me just clean this up. Okay, so in there, is it in laser? No, I'm trying to remember where their sine and cosine stuff is. Is it in basics? Right. So they've got this built-in sine and cosine, but they're 90 degrees only lookups. So it doesn't really help me. I thought it'd be interesting to see if I can expand that, because they're just doing a lookup table. So I've expanded that. I could make it much faster. What is the draw refresh rate? Of course, I assume flicker is not evident in real life. The flicker is not evident. I don't know how fast the draw rate is, because I don't, like, this is not my library. Yeah, so, why is there a blue? So yeah, so I don't know. So yeah, it'd be nice if we can get the sine and cosine stuff faster. And I guess I could limit it to 15-degree angles, right? There's no ultraviolet or invisible. That's really funny. So I want to add the ability to change the color. See, I've turned off all this video stuff right now. I need to turn it back on again. And process here. So if it starts with turtle, receive from turtle, I need to do an if it starts with, what do I call it? I haven't called it anything. So if it starts with color, with that, and the data is going to, and so it's going to be set color. Did I do set color? Can't remember. Yep, set color data. Now, so that's looking for an int between 1 and 7, and I should probably clamp this. Col equals constrain col comma, so it needs to be between 1, forgot, am I using 1 to 7 or 0 to 6? Right, 1 to 7. 1 to 7. Okay, how is Refactoring Pro coding? Has Arduino gotten the better of you? No, I've got it all. I've been working on the web stuff. So Refactoring Pro, all the functionality side is working. I'm just working on all the web interface stuff. I've got adding profiles and deleting profiles working now. I still have to work on editing and duplicating profiles. So and then I need to put all the setting stuff in. So, but I had to take a break while I was working on PCBs. PCBs were more important because of the Chinese New Year coming up. Okay, so that's going to add a color, and also want to add a clear, but here's the thing. If it starts with clear, and only I'm going to be able to clear it. For now, I don't want people stomping other things. And string name dot so unless you all change your name to unexpected maker, which I don't think you can, turtle dot clear, that's going to basically reset back to the front, back to the top. Is it still 2021 in China? I don't know. You got to order now, Renee. So they closed on the 25th and come back on the 10th of February or the 11th of February, and they're already oversaturated. So there's no guarantee if you order today, you'll get, no, not before the 20th. There's no guarantee you'll get them back. There's no chance you'll get, no guarantee you'll get them made and sent back before Chinese New Year kicks in. Just be warned. Everyone shuts down Chinese New Year. Everyone in China shuts down. Okay, so should be able to clear. Now I just need to do the set color. So I need to, when I'm doing draw turtle, Now I need to do here a if C dot set color is greater than 0, because by default it's just 0, we're doing a laser dot, I can't remember what was my function name, laser dot change color. No, I want to do a I want to do a set color. I think I just want to do a set color index C dot set color. Should I recommend the new RGB modules from AliExpress, etc. My new one is awesome. Yeah, I don't need 3 watts. The chat message object has a property called channel ID that could be better to watch. What do you mean channel? Oh, really? Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know if I get channel ID back though from the API. I don't know if that's passed back to me through Brian's API. Okay, so this, now the only thing I need to know is, so the turning it off and on, when the laser turns off, where's off and on? So when it turns on, it does a set color. So every time it turns back on again, it'll use the new color. Okay, so this could work. So let's compile. Let's try this. What, you going, Paul? Watching my phone, I'm getting a headache trying to read the code. Sorry, Paul. You don't have to read the code. Catch you later. Happy New Year, by the way, mate. Haven't spoken to you for a little while. Okay, so compile. Reset. Okay. Follow the right rabbit. Why is it saying that? I must have turned something on by accident. I have to fix this. Maybe we can look at this today. I don't know why it's doing that. So, okay, skipping 75 messages. So I go. So there's a green turtle on the screen. Turtle, move, 1000. Just gotta wait for the message to come through. Okay. Turtle. Color 4. It's not running the laser. I'm not doing any of the tech stuff while I'm doing this, so that won't work. Fred. Rotate 90. Ooh. Oh, right. I'm not setting the default color at the start. Okay, I need to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure negative 200. Don't know what that'll do. Right, I need to set the color first. Draw turtle. So it's always going to start with color of of 1. Otherwise it changes color and stays that color. Okay. No, every second request, hey David, it does that error. Is chat owner. Okay, I can look at doing is chat owner. And chat message dot is chat owner. Let's see if that compiles. Well, I don't think you'll get a chance to draw rude stuff because you're going to all compete against each other with the messages, right? Yeah, that won't work, Electron Ash, because that doesn't start with turtle, does it? Well, we're going to change the color. Bit hard to see on the I mean that the yellow and the red look similar because I've got the brightness and contrast down. No, that won't work. 1 command per line right now, folks. Hey, Emery. FD doesn't work. Crazy boy. Turtle move. Turtle rotate. The commands are turtle move. I should change it to M. Anyway. Or of course process multiple. Right, but I'm not doing that yet. Let's see if Marks will clear it. Turtle. I'm waiting to see people do something with this. But you're all being silly rather than actually trying to do something with it. It's pretty funny. Well, you saw how much 1000 was. So can I get it to draw a clock? Not with turtle moves, I wouldn't think. That'd be kind of hard. Like 33 is too small a movement. Like 1000 is moving, you know, a good chunk of the thing. 33 is going to be non-recognizable. I don't know what it's doing. I'm going to clear it. Oh, this is funny to watch. Well, it is, because I just cleared it, but people are just writing rubbish. What was that? Right, you moved off the side of the page. I'm going to have to clamp. It's clamped, like you've, yeah. It's pretty funny, I got to say, that instead of people trying to do something with it, people are just trying to break it. And like, how funny is it that just the nature of all of us, that we try to break things instead of do something with it, right? So yeah. So this clearly is a bad idea. The chat delay doesn't help. I'm just recompiling. Sorry, just hold on 1 second. Like you're all doing turtle move, turtle move, turtle move. It's just moving off and breaking, right? So yeah, it's just restarting, folks. All of these current turtle things are all going to disappear. Everything you're typing right now because it's restarting. No, I didn't explicitly say that. I think it's just funny that people are trying to, you know, no, not trying, that people are just doing what they're doing. Like, it's funny. Like, the nature of us. No, it's not going to work with all the competing commands. Like, we just got, it's like yeah, this is not, so I think laser turtle is not something that chat is going to work with. Like, clearly not a good idea. Not well thought out, Sion. Not well thought out. Correct. Never going to work. Never going to draw anything decent. Can I animate the moves? No. It would flicker too much. Why we could not have nice... Is that you, Mark, with the unexpected maker but noisy? Why didn't turtle clear work? That's interesting. Clear didn't work. So I'm just looking at some code. Draw turtle. Num commands. Num moves equals 0. Okay. Well, looks like Steve got it to draw a box. It's about to move 1300. I guess one person doing it. Yeah, I mean, I could limit. How do I limit it though? That's the thing. And who gets to pick who it is? Parsing multiple instructions isn't a problem. It's the issue that you're all competing with each other. So you wouldn't get to see what it is that you're doing because someone else's message will then get it instead, right? Like Fred, for instance, like Fred's deliberately trying to break stuff. Like turtle rotate 87 degrees is not going to work because it's going to try to parse 87 space degrees as an int, which it won't do. The problem is drawing the whole thing with one command doesn't help if someone sends a command and someone else sends a command. Which one does it do? Like all we end up with is a bunch of queued up things and then people keep adding more and more and more and more and then, you know what I mean? But yes, we could do that. I think clear's not working now because the is owner is not working. Mark? If each person can send in one thing, then display that person's for 10 seconds, then process the next person. Sure. Yep. Okay, I need to work out the clear. The clear's not working. Okay, let's go back to here. So is chat owner doesn't work. Not in this case, which sucks because it's not clearing. Okay, so we need to do parsing. I'm surprised it's still going, by the way. Chaos mode. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to do a different one. Just for now. I don't want to break what's there. Let's make it, I guess, starts with turtles, just for now, whatever. I'll change it over later. one could send turtle start, and the turtle would only listen to the command of this user. Yeah, but that's not enough because of the delays. Like in 20 seconds, you might only get 3 commands in, Rhoda. And then it becomes a bit of a fight. Hello, Iggy. Yeah, I don't like the idea of exclusive tokens or anything. Hey, Peter, I think it should be one passed command, gets a display, and then moves on to the next one. I think. So that's what I'm going to do somehow. I need to... the problem is going to be, again, in C, this whole... yeah, anyway, whatever. So I'm going to end up with a message. I need to now split... what's... Right, I need to split strings. I didn't really want to do it as a... well, I guess I can. How do I split a string in Arduino? Anyone know? Terrapin move. STRTOK. Yes, it can do multiple colors on the same drawing, but no one's setting the colors. It does a stack of commands. So how does STR, how does that work? Well, it's clipping, but it's clipping the drawing, but not clipping the turtle. Wow, really? Use the string class. What string? What do you mean? How do I split a string? How do I split a string into multiple strings? Is what I want to know in Arduino. Mouse fell off the chair and closed the browser. Really? Okay. And I have to include string, do I? Actually. Okay, so I'm going to have to get the message back as a C string, right? And how does it, what does it split on? We wrote it all in logo, yeah. Just a number. Oh, did I put a semicolon? Thank you. Oh, I keep doing that. Should be an array of pointers. Yeah, hopefully. But what is it looking for in terms of the delimiter? Just calls function split string into tokens, which are a sequence of contiguous characters. So can I just do space as the delimiter, right? So then I can just do this. Hopefully I can do this. But I have to put it back as a... So I can't do a starts with. You're all going to scream. You're all going to scream, but I don't care. You're all going to scream. I just want to get it working. I'll tidy it up later. Okay, I'm going to put it back into that. And if it starts with M, then I remove equals that. If it starts with R, then remove the R, and starts with C, remove the C. And then it's going to grab the... What's the null bit? Sample show you need to add a target string so it can be called multiple times to do the split from the original string. The example shows you I don't understand what this null command is here. Okay, I'll see what this does. I don't know. Probably won't even compile. Null equals get next result. Okay, can't. Thank you. Jeez, you guys are going crazy. See, it's starting to flicker a lot because it's... Oh, it needs a const. So how do I get... So what does this come through as? So this is looking for a non-const, and I can't do a C string on it. Look at that. That is going nuts. It's pretty funny. No, but if I do const, then this won't accept it. This doesn't want, this wants a char, not a const char. That tokenized string wants a char star, but C string wants a const. Spell color correctly. Nah. You actually start getting towards the maximum number of points versus the Galvos speed eventually. So how do I deal with this? Yeah, let's write it in Python. Like this is bullshit that C++ has these issues still with the language. Like really. I don't know how to solve this. I need to get the message. I need to split it first. How do I deal with this? No, I don't. You're right. I don't know how to code in C++ properly. And I shouldn't have to do this, is what I'm saying. Copy the C string result into a new string. What? Jessica, that's not going to work. You can only do one command at a time. Define a new char string. Right. Then you want me to do a string copy into it. So do a string copy into it. Message C string is a pointer. So it's a way to get a string and convert it to a pointer. Message.C string. To reach the max number of points seems to have stopped. 100. Yeah, there's a limit to 100. I'm about to recompile, so it'll clear. Okay, maybe this will work. Just real C. No, I've put a limit myself to 100 moves because as you can see how slow it's getting. It's getting ridiculous. Oh, it crashed. Didn't like that. Did not like splitting that at all. Failed splitting into tokens. Yeah, killed the turtle. Can people not try to do it, please? Yeah, I'm looking at Discord. I don't understand. Because foo is not... My original string isn't... Right, I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, we're trying this. Can everyone just, before you, just let me do it first, just to get it working, before everyone starts spamming it, please. Right, that's the thing. So the Arduino doesn't have a proper string implementation, and it's a shit string implementation, and then having to deal with all the rest of the stuff. Anyway, I'm never going to agree that string handling in C is good. Sorry, I don't care what anyone says. It doesn't have to be the way it is these days. It kind of worked. Oh, I did R09 instead of 90. Whoops. Very powerful and fast if you learn how to use it. Sure. Swift is awesome. Okay. So we want to do a clear at the start. So every time a new one comes in, we want to do a turtle.clear. And then we want to do that. And we're going to limit the length. I know you're all going to try to break it, but we'll see what happens. Now, this is working now. Okay, I'm going to recompile. That's right, ship it and get the bugs out in the next 50 versions. Oops, tool. Okay. So use turtles with an S. And every time it gets a message, it's going to do it. Oh, wait. Everyone wait. I need to do a... Oh no, that might work. Yeah, Swift is good, very good, nice modern language. Okay, so you all know the syntax. Use turtles instead of turtle. And it should do one at a time. God, it's really glowy. That's red, blue, and green, but you can't really tell the different colors. It does, but if you use it, it's going to break things. So I should get rid of that. The blanking of the laser for so long is the blocking of it getting new messages. That has to be fixed in a completely different way. Sorry, I'm just restarting it. You got a space in there, M space 1000. It can't be spaces. How PC should we make them? What? Oh, politically correct. Good luck. If you can make it draw something. Cable tie, I wasn't using his string thing. He was showing as an example of how to recast it. That's all. I don't think you'll be able to draw something that's more complex than that, but good luck. I can't use async to get the messages. It's a complete blocking call. You might have done that too quick. Rhoda, it might have thrown that away. Just letting you know, because you did it too quick. But we'll see. We're about to see in... Oh, no, there we go. What was that? Oh, right. You rotate... That was Chris rotating 180, which is really clever. Again, see? Instant try to break it. Like, don't you think that's... Yeah. So do yours again, Rhoda. So it's going to keep doing the last person's one until the next one comes in. What was that? You're getting, like, you're clipping at the bottom, folks. Yeah, you're not going to get a color effect on the line. 50 is too small to move, Rob. But maybe, we'll see what that does. If it'll parse something that long, we'll see. Did you put a space in turtles? You put a space, exclamation mark, space turtles. Rob, that's not going to work. Okay, Mark redid it. Whoa. Almost. So what was the move beforehand? There's a couple of weird shapes before. Lost my Livestream chat window. Need to set an absolute amp, maybe. Who did a move 0? Is this not parsing correctly? Oh, there was a space. Wait. Hang on, there might be a problem with the parsing. Oh no, wooden. You've got spaces in between your things. They're not going to work. Well, setting a starting position, yeah, could be useful. I'm more interested in trying to work out what's going on with the... Can it do what? Can it do it? Ooh, that's a good one. Is that what it's supposed to be doing? What's it supposed to be doing? Move 2000. Yeah. Rotate 15. Move 500. Rotate 15. Why is it changing color? I think there could be a problem with the parsing not adding in the correct order. Like, I don't understand why it's changing color. Was there a color command in that? There's no color command. Turtle doesn't work anymore, Fred. You can't do a single command. And there's no spaces. Why absolute angle? That's funny. We need to get these bigger. Hang on, I want to see if I can get this bigger. Here we go. Please make that work. What is L and F and LP? And I don't know what all those things are. Oh, who did that one? That's Rob. Why is it changing colour? Interesting that it's implement SVG. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not adding that right now. Or maybe that's for another stream, Mark. Seriously. So should we be doing a clear at the start? Like that, Rob's, yours didn't have any color change, did it? No. So why is it changing color? What? Cable tie's going? Catch you later. Have a good day at work. I agree, Mark. Can we chat about it after the stream? I'm happy to chat with you after the stream if you've got time, if you're awake. I think what I need to do is set the position in the middle to start with, because it's obviously not in the middle. Draw turtle. Okay, I'm going to start it up, because some of you are rotating down first. Oh, okay, no problems, Mark. Another time then. Fred, you're not listening. There's no turtle command, and there's no capital M, and there's no space, and it won't work. Can you print command? I'm just recompiling. It's going to start in the center now. It's recompiling, folks. So when it recompiles, it's going to dump all the messages. I am outputting to serial. I can see them all. I can see them all coming in, and they look fine, except when people are adding spaces. That breaks it. It's working, but I don't know why the color is changing. Oh, that's too high. That's actually the center, believe it or not. That's too high. Anyway, okay, we'll see from there. I think I know why the colors are changing. I'm just going to work on that now. equals 0. Okay. So I'm doing a move. That will be, rotate them out. I'm doing a set color. Okay, I think I've just fixed the color issue. I'm just recompiling again. There was a diode symbol, wasn't it? That's funny. Was that intentional, Christopher? Looks like it's running the commands backwards. No, it should be running them forwards. Guys, it's recompiling. I should have it display a ready. That's what I should do. When you can start doing a so where's the throwaway? Okay, it's now going to say ready when you're able to do it. On the next compile, it'll display the word ready. Oop. Catch you later, Fred. So that's it. It's doing a rotate 90, move 100, rotate 90, move 100. That's what that's doing. Which is correct. It went that way, it moved, it went that way, and it moved. Yeah, I'm going to cut the logo in half with the laser. You guys are doing, the moves you're doing are too small. And I'm going to drop it a bit lower again. It's too high. Rotate 75, move. Rotate 185, move. Why would you do 2 moves in a row? Anyway. Okay, I'm recompiling. I'm moving it down because it's on the logo, and it'll say ready when you can start putting a message in, okay? Or maybe not. Hang on. Okay, so recompiling now. First person to draw an op amp. That's actually interesting, drawing symbols. I guess the next thing we also need to add is the ability to turn it off to do a move and turn it on, like a silent move. Does that make sense? So you could do a gap. It's recompiling. So it's all going to get lost again, remember? No, your chat messages are showing. Like your question. I can see your chat message. Yeah, like a pen up, pen down. Sure. It's not ready yet, Rob. Remember? And Mark. It'll say ready when it's ready. There you go, ready. Now you can post. Anything before that will get dropped. See, the problem is 2 messages came in there and they both stomped each other. Right, it's only that I don't know which one. Oh, who did that? Okay, I fixed the color. And I fixed the funky moves, I think. Oh, cool. Too close to the edge. That's the clipping. It won't do a circle. It's clipping. It's gonna clip it and hold it along that edge. Who was that? Who did it? I don't know who that was. I should write a message on who it was. On each one. First to phallic symbol. Who was that? Square Penix. Oh. That square's a bit too small. Moving 50 is too small. Was that you, Rhoda? That's pretty funny. It's always too small. Okay, so the things that could be interesting to add is a loop, right? So you could loop something, and then, so it would be L. I don't know how we'd do it. Like, okay, whatever, syntax for looping, and then like a pen up or a pen down, or a color 0 would work. It's not in a queue, and they're overriding each other right now. It's just doing one. I've got no way of queuing them at the moment. I have to build a queue to process them all, because each one does a clear. Actually, I don't know. Like it's hard to know if they're being queued or not, because everyone's doing it all at the same time. What do you mean by increment? Like, I wasn't thinking of an increment. I was thinking just of a loop of repeating steps. So if you wanted to do a square, you could do L4 and then whatever the next things are will happen 4 times, right? I wasn't thinking of an increment. Oh, I missed the op amp attempt. Is that a house? And a way to set a starting position might be cool. Don't know what that is. And no one's using color. I know the color's a bit hard to see on the camera. You need to bracket up things to loop, otherwise you'll be looping a single... Yeah, I know. I need to work that out as well. Look how much the laser lights up the wall. Or the color spill. Anyway. Mark's trying to write his name. Should we keep putting it in there? Anyway. Is that my logo? Oh, it is my logo. Interesting. And that's a taller version of my logo. Very cool. Can you make a draw around my logo? Put a box around my logo? Yeah, because you can't do a starting stuff. Yeah, I need to make a loop and a what's the time? Whew. Catch you later, Dave. Thanks for joining. So how would I loop? Okay. This would be so much easier to do in Python. Like at least parse it in Python and then I could send it to the here, right? I could just send a whole string of commands. So what I could do is this. I could say if okay, let's try doing a loop. I've got an idea for a loop. So if it starts with L, we don't, okay. If it starts with, okay. If it starts with L, then we're going to get rid of the L, and the data is going to be loop length. Okay, so it'll be like L4. Can you do an L for loop? This makes me want to improve my own code. Oh, my code's terrible. Anyway, so we do an L. So I've got the loop length, and then I'm going to do a so the way that the string tokenizer does, it does one at a time, right? It doesn't, so it grabs the next section up until a space, then the next section up until a space, right? Then the next section up until a space, so forth, so forth. But is that correct? I think that's what it's doing. I could be wrong, but so that means if I do that, and then I go, I just need to do one thing at a time. So you want to hide the turtle at the end. Okay, anyway. So if I go to the next one, and then I do a while, I do another while inside. Then I'm going to grab the next one. Oh, that means I need to do all this. I need to do I need to make a parse function. Parse command, string command. It's not command, it's going to be message. So if it starts with an L, oh wait, what do I do with my color? Else. Parse command message. Okay, so all of that should go in the parse command now. So if it finds a loop, it needs to grab the loop first, and then it's got to go through and say if so how we're going to end the loop with a pipe. What did Mark do? Oh, who did a cube? Was that you, Mark? No, it wasn't Mark. Who made the cube? No, Mark says not him. You guys are killing it now. Oh, it's Rhoda. Well done, Rhoda. Okay, so if the message starts with that, we're going to, we end the loop. How do we end the loop? null, and looping equals true, oh, and looping. Okay, so we go looping equals true, and if it ends with pipe, looping equals false. So that gets us out of the loop. And otherwise, we're going to, again, process the commands. Actually, no, we don't need that because we've got a number. Sorry. Loop length. Well, it's greater than or equal to 0, so 4 times, so 4. No, well, it's greater than 0. Minus. Okay, this might do a loop. What color is blue and green? So, so they're red, green, and blue. So color 1 is red, color 2 is green, color 3 is blue. Blue, and then this one is, what's red and green? Red and green is yellow? No. My God, I can't remember what red and green is. What's green and blue? And that's purple. Hey Teletronics, it's not G-code, it's turtle graphics. Anyway, and 7 is white. Yellow. Green and blue is cyan. Yeah. There we go. Oh, Mark made... Who did a love heart? That was you, Mark? Pink heart. Very nice. Okay, so this loop, we need to try this loop thing. It's probably going to break. Here we go. I'm going to compile it. See, you guys getting really good at this now. That cube was awesome, Rhoda. I'm saving all the awesome ones. That's good. Thanks, Mark. I should have been doing that. Let's see if... So can no one do anything, please? Can everyone wait? Okay. I want to see if this works. Okay, just no one do anything with it, please. Should use name strip. Okay, that did not work. It added it once, but didn't loop it 4 times. You liar, not well behaved here. Use name strip to enable, disable, and commands based on your name. What do you mean by that? You can send one now, Mark, because that loop didn't work. It got the L4. So I need to print a log. Oh, I know why. Oh, right. Hang on. No, I do need an end of loop. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's not. Oh, what was that? Someone's drawing a house with a roof on it. Yeah, I'm ignoring C0 right now because the default value is 0, so it'll be off. Every other move will be off. Hey, Michael. Michael got a star happening. So this isn't going to work. I need to store those commands somewhere else so I could loop them. I need to make a loop queue. That I can then make them happen again. Yeah, no, the issue here is it does the commands, but it doesn't know how to redo those commands again, again, again. Excuse me. No, it's not the bracket thing. It doesn't know how to go back and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Do you understand? Do you see what is in the box? Okay. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Mark. Oh boy. Bigger box. Needs to be a bigger box. Yeah, so what I need to do is I need to yeah, I need to find the, you're right, I need to find the end of the loop, right? And I need to grab that section as a string and then process that section X many times. So if I find an L, I grab that, and then I need to, how do I look at, then I need to do a, but string pos doesn't work on a string. I need to know what the, I need to use, is it index of, at this point I've got it as an Arduino string. Message is an Arduino string. So I need to, Arduino string index of. I need to use index of. I need a... Right, okay, you're saying that I can use it off this one. So how does string pos work? String pos, not PHP. Right, so I want to do a pos. Right, but how do I do a substring? Catch you later, Jishipu. Just make a fourth interpreter. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's easier if I just use these index of and substring. That's what I'm going to do for now. Sorry. I can change it later. Message dot index of other way around, index of I need the pipe, and then I want to do string sub message actually maybe I don't. Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to. Okay, so int pos equals pch. Was it string pos pch comma? That will give me the position, right? Catch you later, Photogromax. Will the loop process loop commands inside the first loop so we can best... No, it'll be one loop. No loops in loops. No, we're not nesting loops right now. Grabbing the chat message, you should easily add checks if you post the message and make a turtles user off, would then toggle if user messages are allowed. Right, but then I have to store a list of all those things, Mr. England, and then somewhere, and then process those and work out how to do that. I'm happy for everyone to be able to do messages for the time being. I need to... okay, I've got the pos. How do I... Oh, what just happened then? Yeah, I'm thinking that's I need to go with what I know. I'm gonna stick with what I know just for the moment. Sorry. Message equals message dot substring. What's substring? Do we know substring? Oh, that's a big box. Substring 0, pos That's going to give me that sub message. I need the sub message stored. Okay. And then I need to loop. Actually, I can, oh God. Loop string equals okay. So that's my loop string, and that's that. And then I need to do okay, and I'm separating that. So I've got the substring, and then I'm doing that. So can I set this back to the start? You know where I'm doing it next? Right, I can. I need to do this. I need to go for int L equals 0. L is less than loop length. Oh my gosh, I hit capital. Int L equals 0. Actually, I can just do a while. While loop length is greater than 0, I want to set it at the start. And then while it's not null, I'm going to, grab that. I'm going to process the message. I'm going to minus, and then I'm going to grab the next one. Okay. Sanity check. So I grab the string, I do an index of to grab the end marker so that the pipe will be the end of the loop. And then I grab the substring of it, put it into there. I've got that new one, I've got a loop length, and then I go through and add those commands that many times. Yeah, I was thinking I might need to toss the last one. I might need to do a -1. Is this inclusive? I don't know. We'll see what happens. The other problem is what after the pipe, I might have to, the next one might start with a space. So I might need to right, how do I set this next one here? So when I finish that, I want to not include that stuff that I'm doing. So how do I move this along? I should be able to move this along this index position, right? Can I do this? You know how I can do plus plus to go to the next one? That's right, I need to go past that. Can I do a plus equals pos? Can I increment the pointer like that or not? I don't know. Plus pos plus 1. Will that set the pointer? Why after the loop? I'm not using that here. I'm using it afterwards. I should be able to set it there. It doesn't really matter. I'm not touching PCH during the loop. I've got a different one. I'm parsing that one separately. Let's see what happens. It's either going to compile or not. It's going to work or not. Catch you later, Carsten. Okay, doesn't like index of 1. Oops. Oh my god, I can't spell. Message. Oh, who did the little thing? That's really nice, but it's too small. Bigger moves, folks. Okay, what's wrong with this? Message. Sub string. Wow. Expected before else. What? While loop, while. Keep doing that. What's wrong with the... Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay. Oh, excuse me. Right, yep, I missed a bracket. No, I'm not missing an if, I missed a bracket, a closing bracket. While E coyote. Okay. Thank you. Okay, can everyone stop sending messages, please? I want to see if this works again. Is the video frozen? My thing looks like it's frozen. What's your news, Mako? No, yeah, I'm totally busy with coding. Yeah, just refresh the browser. Gonna even refresh mine. Okay, can no one send any messages, please? Can everyone wait? I want to see if this works. Okay. I've been asked with my... Oh no, what's wrong with your mum? Broken... Oh! Sorry to hear, mate. L for... 90... Move... 1000... Pipe... move, no, rotate 45, move 100, see what happens. Okay. So hope she's okay, Mako. Yeah, that didn't work. That did not work. Setting the loop to 4. It got to setting the loop to 4. Maybe the substring didn't work. Serial.print if commands to loop maybe didn't like me doing this. L message string L message equals loop pause. Might as well find out what that is. Hey, Aaron. Serial.print line. So see the command. Actually, I shouldn't need to because it's doing a process command here. Okay, I'm recompiling. Oh. What's wrong with that? It's not declared in this scope. For when loop works. Yeah, that won't work. You need a pipe to end the loop. There needs to be a pipe at the end. Okay, we're trying again. Can everyone just not post just for the moment, please? Okay. Let's see what it says. Right. Got lots of rotates. Single loop to 4, added rotate 90 as command 1. It's not doing the next one. So it got the rotate 90, but it's not getting the M1000. Commands to loop R90. So it's splitting string. See, it's pre-done them. That's the tokens are pre-done. So it's pre-split. That's the problem. I didn't want it pre-split. That's why I asked before. So it's pre-split them. So I'm not getting the multiple ones to go. Is this Turtle in Python already? I have no idea, but Turtle in Python's not going to help me for this. Extracting, tokenizing everything between I and pipe into array and then executing it n times after. That's what I'm trying to do. But the whole thing's pre-tokenized. So I'm trying to grab. So I wasn't sure if it was just grabbing the next section each time. Yeah, but I don't have those next 3 commands. I don't know where the pipe is. And I can't get to the pipe because it's pre-tokenized. This would be 1 line of code in Python. 1 line. Oh, this is so annoying. No, because the L could be at the end of, it could be in the middle of the whole thing. I've got an entire message that has to be tokenized. I don't know when I get to the L, and if I'm going to have to grab it and pre-process everything first before I can start adding commands, like that's just a absolute nightmare. Like, yeah, that's yeah. That's the rest is the entire remain. No, it's not. I just proved it's not. Look here. Commands to loop. So it found the L4 and then it went, okay, it prints the next commands to loop. Here. So it finds the L4. It does commands to loop and position. The commands to loop is R90. It's not giving me the rest of the line. It's just giving me the R90. It's already PCH is already pre-tokenized. So when it goes through here and gives me the next one, it's already this it's not the rest of it. It's just the next one. Well, the problem is if I pre-process it, how do I keep adding more functionality? I don't understand what that is, Mark. How's that going to help me? Would it help to have 2 parameters? No, that won't help me either, because how do I go back to the previous command? I need to go process that, go back to here, process that, go back to here. I can't do that either. But loops already have a different delimiter. Pre-press on the initial split and build a new tokenized, but it's not a tokenized list, it's multiple tokenized lists. And then how do I track all the different lists? You need to do it before you do the stroke with null. Right, you reckon that's the problem? I can try it. I don't know. Did I reply? Yeah, a different delimiter doesn't help me. An O or an L or a 4 or whatever. I still have to pre-parse it. It doesn't help me. Build a complete unlooped and raw tokenized list. But it's the same problem. I still have that. Whether I do it inline or at the start, I still have the same issue. Anyway, I need to, if it's supposed to be giving me the whole rest of the string, that's all I need. Let's see if it does that. Because right now it's not. I'm trying that now, Chris. Clear output. It doesn't matter where I process it, pre-process it, post-process it, it's the same problem. Just waiting for the ready. Okay. So that didn't do anything. It's got, because I didn't grab the next one, it's done nothing this time. That's why I had that one here to grab the next. It says grab the L here, and I need to move on to the next one. So that doesn't work either. This is not giving me the rest of the string. It's giving me the next thing. There's nothing to get the substring of. I don't understand what you're talking about. The substring of what? This shows that it's empty. Look, it's empty. Found L4, commands to loop. I haven't moved to the next thing. It's still on L4. I need to get the next thing. Print the message before the command. Print what message before the command? You need a ++ or to make a temp of PHP call. Right after I do the replace, no, because this is only got L4. Message at this point is L4. I don't need pseudocode. Okay, anyway. Pseudocode doesn't help me because that's Python. There is no for command in commands. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, I don't mean to be annoyed, but thank you, but I don't want pseudocode. The issue here is C++, and it's bullshit string stuff. So you say loop what? So, okay, let's start again. You want this to be equal to PCH. At the start where? At the start of which loop? But does it split it into an array? I don't know. This is war. I take C and family over slow. No, I'll take Python. Python over this any day. Okay, this is doing my head. This is where a debugger would be useful. This is my debugger, print output. Got my current message. High pitch noise is the Galvo. Okay, my brain's fried. My brain is fried. It's been 3 hours. I said at the start of the stream, my brain is fried. Yep. Time for bed, indeed. I'm gonna leave this code right now. I'm gonna leave it. Well, Michael, I'm a brave person attempting it at all, let alone live or not. Okay, right. So let's rethink this. So if it's just an array, if it's pre-tokenized and it's just an array, right? Okay, if that's the case, then let me rethink this. Okay, so I've grabbed that. So what I want to do is I want to say, how do I know what my current array position is? Like how do I know which PCH I'm on? Because what I want to do then from here, if that's the case, is I want to say like int, loop start equals whatever array element I'm on. How do I know that? Okay, I need that. Right, so I have to do it up here somewhere, right? I need to say at the start of this, I need to go int array index equals 0, and every time I do a call, every time I do this, I need to up the array index, right? Comment line 886 and 887. No. Okay, so I'm grabbing an L. So loop start equals array index. And then I'm going to I want to do a while loop length is greater than 0. I want to process command process PCH. No, I need to grab the pipe. Hang on. I want to process the command. How do I know how many commands I've got? No, I'm going to say need to grab the first one. Just sorry, just hold on. I can't think and do this at the same time. Oh, bloody hell. If message doesn't equal pipe, process the command. Otherwise, loop length minus minus. And PCH equals PCH loop start. So while I'm in the loop, if it's not a pipe, it's going to process it. Otherwise, it's going to reduce the loop length and put PCH back to the loop start. And I need to move PCHS along. And that's got to go to the next one. It's going to keep doing that to get to the pipe, and it's going to go back. And then once it's finished that, I need it to then move to I want int loop end equals start at 0. So if it is the pipe, loop end is going to be, increase that. It's going to be array index. No. Okay. Thanks, Mark, but that's... None of that is Arduino. Like, as in, yeah, that's... None of that's compatible with any of the existing code I've got. I saw Mark. None of it's compatible with anything else that's in my code base, so I can't use that. I'm not converting everything back over again. Message starts with L. Now, I know it'll work in Arduino, but it's not compatible with the rest of my code base. Like, message is strings everywhere else, not standard strings and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I've got stacks of other things in here that will make it incompatible. So, I appreciate you doing that. Thank you. But, okay, so Mr. England posted something. Which is Chris. Is that you, Chris? I think it's you, Chris. Right. Okay, so let's do char star loop string equals PCH plus y. Right. Because I need an increment from where it's currently at. Okay. Chris has got stuff in Discord, so I'm just gonna paste it. I really need to get all this stuff going in Python. So message equals whatever that string is. If it doesn't equal right, I need to do the loop length. I need to but that won't let me loop it. I need to store loop string, and I need me to make it a loop start. Because I need to be able to go back to the start, right? And then I need to go while while the loop is greater than, I'm going to grab the message, and if it's not the end, I process it, and I go to the next one. But isn't this incrementing? This is incrementing the character. It's not incrementing the loop. That's not going to work. Because then this is just incrementing which character I'm on. I don't understand how that would work. I'd still have to do a tokenized. I'd have to still tokenize it each time. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, my brain's fried. Sorry. My brain is totally fried. Thanks all for the help and for drawing the really cool pictures. But I'm done. I need more coffee. I need some food. I need to relax my brain. Unfortunately, I need to finish the stream and move on to doing ReflowMaster Pro code. Oh, has my stream died? I think my stream's died. My web browser, there's no... Yeah, my chat's died. My chat window. The last message I saw was ages ago. Yeah, I've just missed. Okay, Mark's telling me the stream's working. I can see messages on my actual, like in OBS, but my Safari window has died. It's like Safari's just died on me. Oh, I just refreshed it and it's back. You need to know which answer. Actually, can you tell me one thing? If you had a single method and it takes a string and outputs an array of strings, would that work? An array of string. No, that won't work for me. So here's the thing. The reason, so if I was to make a blanket rule, you can only have one loop, or like if this was the finite list of the commands already, then that's fine. But I don't want to get myself in a hole where I can't add more features because of the way this is done. I can't have it pre-pass everything into an array to start with, because how do I reference, like I can't do simple things like I can in, for instance, Python, where I can just say, is this in this list? Or where is it in the list? Or give me back the list of the commands that are between these things. And all, like, can all this be done in C++? Sure, with a shit ton of crap, unreadable code. But this can all be done in just like one single line in Python, where I wouldn't have to pre-pass anything, right? Like, so I don't want to limit myself. Like, if I can get loops working, then nested loops would be cool, right? But I can't even get loops working. How would I possibly get nested loops working? Doing it this way, right? What do I get back? It's not an Arduino string. And the commands I'm sending to the laser are not strings at all. It's a struct. They're structs. A command list of structs. But I need to be able to parse the string in a non-destructive way. Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll play when I've got some more brain capacity. I'll play around a little bit more with it. Yeah, it's there's got to be an easier way for doing. Yeah. Yeah. I could probably do it all just with Arduino strings and index of and substrings, and never break it and never split it, right? Never tokenize it. That would be the way to do it, right? I could be just moving along saying, find me the next space, right? And then this substring is my command, right? Find me the next space. This substring is my command. Is this a loop? Yes, it is. Remember where I started. Okay, start the next command. Remember where I started, right? This is the start of the loop. Now, find me the next one. Is that the command? Add it, add it, add it, add it. Am I at the pipe? Good. Go back to the start. You know what I mean? And do the whole thing on the string that is never broken up. That would solve my problem. And that would prevent me from needing to go back and forwards between strings and non-strings. The easiest way to break this up into proper modular code than dealing with the parsing separate from the laser control. I am dealing with the parsing separate from the laser control. Yeah, see, I don't want to do a string compare. I don't want to be working with char strings. Sorry, I don't want to be working with standards. Right, I have to move all my stuff over to the standard stuff. Like all my other laser code and all my other stuff that's in here, like not just turtle stuff or whatever. Okay. Remember, Prime Sid told me Stroke is evil. Well, it's not evil, it's just not ideal for what I want to do. It's great for splitting, but I want to split and traverse multiple times and everything else. That doesn't help me if I want to go back to the start of the loop again. Again? Anyway, okay. You need a buffer then to pause a stream. It's just buffering. What? I'm not sure what that means. Todd? Yep. Out of stream. Everyone, thanks very much. Sorry if I came across frustrated. I didn't mean to be frustrated with anyone. I really appreciate everyone's help. I'm not frustrated with you all. I'm frustrated with what I believe is a mess. And I know, whatever, I'm not interested in the fights of there's nothing wrong with C++, I just don't know it, and yada, 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 yada. Whatever, it's okay. It's 2022, and it's a shambles. I believe. My opinion, that's okay. If you disagree with me, that's all cool. Different people, different horses for different courses. And it's coffee time. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Have a fantastic week. I will catch you all next week. Maybe with some fixed code. And maybe not. Bye, everyone. Take care.